Okay, today's topic is snakes, rattlesnakes. Check out this sign. So, rattlesnakes in our area, you can read there's 6 of them, and I'm going to see if I can find some pictures of these snakes, because we were just talking about it, what we would do and how to prepare for that. Should either one of us get bit, what we would do. So, you'll see in this video where we walk and where I walk, especially by myself, why it's pretty important to be on the alert. And I was definitely on the alert today for snakes. As you'll notice, as you, if you want to join me in this video on this beautiful morning where I walked quite a bit, and I wasn't really prepared, only I was looking carefully to make sure that I didn't run into any snakes. So we're just getting into the warm time, and I imagine the snakes would definitely be coming out and soaking up some of this warm sun, getting things prepared for a new season. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to put that in here, and then you'll see some areas throughout this video where a person should be careful about snakes and why they are dangerous. And of course, the best way to deal with a snake bite is not to get bit. So be aware. But should the worst happen, I'm going to find some information and put that in this video too. So enjoy it, and hope you watch it, because it was a beautiful day, and I really saw some beautiful desert things, and it kind of gets you aware of the desert. So come on along for the walk. Well, I'm going to be very quiet to see if I can pick up the desert sounds, because it's a very still morning, and I can hear like an owl back there, and then of course the bees. Look how calm it is. Okay, so I did some research about what you should do should you get a snake bite. Heaven forbid that never happens to anybody, but just in case. Now, this information was reviewed medically by a doctor, but the article was written in 2020, and Becky Young was the one who put together this information, so I want to make sure I give her credit for doing this research. So, of course, the first and most important thing to do is get away from the snake. They will strike again if they feel threatened. And also, it's important to realize that last year in Arizona, there were like 250 to 350 reported snake bites. And of those, 70% of them were from people who actually agitated or, messed with the snake. So don't do that. All right. Also, get away from the snake, first of all. Okay. And then don't waste time trying to catch the snake, but try to remember the size and the color. If it's possible, probably isn't, but if it's possible, snap a picture. That will help the medical team to identify what kind of anti-venom to give you. It's really important to seek medical assistance as soon as possible. The snake bite kits really are not going to help you, even though they've been talking about them forever and forever. They really cannot get the venom out of your system. All right, so if possible, and certainly you want to seek medical treatment just as quickly as possible. So here are some guidelines. Don't raise the area above the level of your heart where you got bit. Stay as still as possible. The movement will increase the blood flow and the venom will circulate faster. Remove any tight clothing or jewelry before those areas start to swell. Do let the wound bleed. This might allow some of the venom to be released, and don't wash the wound because the medical team can use some of that venom from your skin to more quickly identify the correct anti-venom. And place a clean bandage on the wound if you happen to have one. Try to stay calm. Anxiety and panic will increase your heart rate, which will cause the venom to speed more quickly. If you have experience of if you experience signs of shock, lie down on your back and just raise your feet slightly and try to stay warm. Don't cut the wound, as this doesn't help and it could cause an infection. And don't try to suck the venom from the wound, as you will introduce the venom to your mouth as well as bacteria from your mouth into the wound. And also don't use a tourniquet or apply ice or water. And most importantly, it's imperative that you get to the hospital as soon as possible. Don't waste time on procedures that have been known to be ineffective. You really need anti-venom. Not to be an alarmist or anything, but that's just important. So that's some information, hopefully will help you. Okay, so I'm trying to go up this hill. Have fun watching this. Yeah, I'm not real confident. I don't have my normal hiking shoes. Yeah, you get to see all my... Oh, listen to all my great sound effects as I try to walk up this steep sandy incline without a walking stick. Oh, okay. Here's something. Here's a big hole. Let's see if I can... I don't see any tracks or anything coming out of that hole. But anyway, this is what I'm walking up. Okay. Do the best I can. Don't really have a lot of choices. Not too bad. Now that I got past that spot. Alright. It's not too bad. Now that I got up this far. Wow. Beautiful. I like hearing that owl. I don't know if you could hear it in the beginning. I don't really have a destination in mind. I'm just enjoying this day. But I will show you that across the way, I'll zoom in. That's Congress, Arizona. It sits at the base of the Weaver Mountains. And these are the Weaver Mountains, which I can show you at a distance. So if you follow Highway 89, it'll take you up to Yarnell. You see that cut in the mountains there? Alright, so that's where Highway 89 is. And then, of course, a lot of motorcycle people like to go up Highway 89 and then they take it through the mountains and drop down into Prescott. And Prescott is about 50 miles from here, I'm guessing. But this is beautiful country, mountains all around. I can't show you too much because of the sun is facing me right now. It's early, well, it's, I don't know, mid-morning. Well, I guess I'll keep walking and keep the camera on just in case something interesting jumps out in front of me. So over there, the mountains you're seeing are the Bradshaw Mountains, and back in there, in those mountains is some really amazing country. If you've heard of Castle Hot Springs, they're in there. It's an elite recreational area now. Normal people like me can't really afford it. It's like $1,700 a night. And I did do a video of the ride from Pleasant Lake to Castle Hot Springs. I'll put a link to that if anybody's interested. It was quite a great ride. We enjoyed that. Well, sort of. It was a pretty bad road, pretty bumpy, and we didn't know what we were getting into at the time. But anyway, so back in there, and that's where Pleasant Lake, or Lake Pleasant is, and a lot of cool roads. Crown King, you probably heard that, Mayor, all that's back in there. Really, really beautiful country. All right, well, I'm going to make a loop around here. Whoa, that is quite a hole. Lots of rabbits. So I'm sure Lucky's off on a run, checking out these holes, looking for rabbits. It's kind of nice because it's fairly cool this morning. Look at this cool tree here. Wow. I like stuff like that. And I like to do these. I've said it before, but there are people who like to just take a walk in the desert, but you know, they can't really take a walk in the desert. You have to be pretty agile, as you can see from earlier, where I had a hard time getting up that steep sandy slope. And I don't think I have to go down it. I'm just gonna head back to where we were parked. We drove our 35-year-old Yamaha golf cart out here for, so let's see, it's over that way. You can kind of see Mike way over there. That's where I'll head and try to find the golf cart. It's really, now that I've been here for 5 months, it's actually gotten pretty easy for me to know my way around here in this big area we have behind where we live. All BLM land, or yeah, so anybody can come out here. The ranchers do lease this property, so we do see cows out here. Not many. Herd cows here is like 4. I think the most I've seen at one time was 6, and that was over by the watering hole. But anyway, it's pretty interesting country. Takes a while to get used to it if you're not used to the desert, because what you're looking for is different than what you might find in Montana, which of course is where we're from. And there's a whole different kind of beauty here in the desert. It's nice, it's so calm, which is, it's March 2nd, and this is the 7th day of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, so there is kind of a profound sadness throughout the world. Unbelievable that this is happening. Really unbelievable. I didn't know if I'd even actually be able to do any videos because it's just sad. But I thought it might be a good diversion to get out here. Can't sit and watch the news. What can we do? Pray? I don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to head directly that way. Okay, well, I'm almost to my ride in the grand old golf cart, our 30-year-old golf cart, and I did get some pictures of the snakes to watch out for. Fortunately, I didn't see any, but I was sure looking for them. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this will be a little bit informative to you. Just beware when you're out there and enjoy. So you could stop at any one of these frames to study these a little bit. There's some information which I got from Wikipedia, but anyway, hope it helps.